Good afternoon, beloveds, brothers and sisters. Twin flames, soulmates, everyone who is in the journey. We mean the journey to the balance between the masculine and the divine feminine within. Where there's anger, frustration, there is no harmony, there's no balance. That's why I clear the energy and the cards. Go into a higher vibration. Clearing the crown chakra, the third eye. And I'm calling in the beloved twin flame energy of the masculine and the feminine of the collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling in spirit, calling in goddess. I invoke you to my center and ground you into this earth. Wow, guys, we had a bumpy ride this week, right? Last week and the week before, we had some storms. We had some energy clearing. And there was a lot of change. We entered the new moon. We had the 11/11 portal. That was really an amazing energy. So now that all the divine masculines are coming in, the twin flames are coming in. And that means there are endings. That means that there are new beginnings. And we entering Sagittarius season. So that means we get more fire in the house. Out with the emotions, more fire, more action, more progress, more divine heavenly passion. You know, the fire that brings us to action. So a lot of energy change the upcoming week. Leaving Scorpio season, leaving everything what doesn't serve us anymore, really closing it off, closing the doors, cutting out old behaviors, cutting out all things that doesn't serve us, you know, and that's what I see very much in the energy card of the divine masculine. You know, he is closing off, do the grieving and let the grieving go. He is shifting in his emotions so quickly. He is shifting in his emotions so quickly. He can go from a heartbreak state, and that can mean, you know, he's really leaving the karmic. He's leaving the karmic behind. He's making his choice. And it's a conscious choice. It's a conscious choice from his heart space and from his mind space. As there was always this yearning, this longing to be with the divine feminine. it doesn't mean that he doesn't grieve, you know, and you need to give him time to grieve, because the divine feminine does understand this, and she is opening up with unconditional love towards this situation with him. Okay, so there is open communication here about everything, and that's the beauty of it. It's so beautiful when there is open communication, opening up of the old wounds that needs to transform, that needs to be released and let go. The heart space where he's coming from, in his heart space, he has the Queen of Swords. He's communicating with his divine feminine a lot about the past, about the karmic relationships, about everything. There are no secrets, because his divine feminine asks him to open up, even if it hurts, even if it's bringing challenge the relationship. She is breaking it open, because the wounds need to be healed. We can't have stinky wounds, you know, and there's a lot going on. So the union can come together, the lovers celebrating the love, and that's how he sees his divine feminine, that she celebrates the love, that she is always in a loving energy towards him, not only, you know, addressing from her heart space what she feels and what she sees, what he sees and what he feels, what his opinion is, what his beliefs are, and they talking about it. So know that this is the first way to union. This is the way to union, because he sees that he wants to have the union with his divine feminine. Okay, he wants to celebrate love with her. He wants to keep the balance. He wants to have the joy. He wants to get rid of the burden. What is the divine feminine in her mind space? She's taking action. The divine feminine knows that there is new energy coming ahead, that she is addressing everything to the divine masculine, you know, taking action on things that are lingering, taking action on everything. There is no way that she is holding back anymore, and she's doing this, defending her divine masculine with fire. You know, she is really defending her divine masculine with fire. In what kind of realm? You know, if it's in the third dimensional, or it's the fifth. Well, she is defending her divine masculine with fire, passion, and love. And light. A lot of light. Because she knows, let's adjust the camera a bit. She knows that the light will win. The light of love. She knows that there is a balance, and that she is defending her divine masculine, that she is defending herself and shielding herself off with light, that she is moving forward with a great passion to her abundance, her passion, her love. And that's in her mind space. In her mind space, she is, okay, there needs to be action. I'm taking action. I'm taking action on everything in my life. I won't let anything linger. If I want something in my life, I want to adjust, I want to change, I want to do the things, I will change it, and I will go with great force. With the force of love, with the force of passion, the heart passion, because the divine feminine has such a heart passion, and her heart is so big and so enormous that she can handle almost everything. She is out of the 3D world of limitations. She is over and over it. She is rising and rising by just shining her light. And the more light she shines, the more there will come in. And it means that there also comes in the dark side of people, the jealousy, the venom, the snakes are coming to the surface, the worms are coming to the surface. You know, we all know about the reptile energy is coming, you know, fighting for souls. Um, Parasite, vampires, they're all there. They're all out there, and we're all fighting them with the light, because we know that they are fighting for souls, and we are not giving them over to the souls, those beautiful souls of children, the beautiful souls of the divine masculines that have a lot to endure. We're not giving them over. We're fighting for them. We're holding in, and the guidance of our spirits and the guidance of our ancestral realms and our angels will guide them and will guide us, you know, and they know what's best for them and what's best for us to do. We don't have to have the control, because if we think we have control, we don't. We don't have control here on earth. You can't make people forced to do something in your life. So, where is she at in her heart space? She is in the abundant space. She is in love. The divine feminine is in love. And from that love space, she creates abundance around her. All kind of abundance is coming in. The animal kingdom, the spirit kingdom. And she is moving through it. She is seeing the abundance. She's feeling the abundance. She's feeling her heart. She's feeling the love. And she is looking forward. She is looking forward to exchange, receiving. She is in the receiving mode at the moment. A lot of options, a lot of abundance is coming her way. And she is just opening her hands to receive all what's coming her way. And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, you know, because there is no good and there is no bad. You know, the bad part is that you judge people. And I always say to everybody in my environment who judge me, you know, if you're not a god or not a goddess, who are you to judge me? And I only go on my knees for a god or a goddess. I only go on my knees for my divine masculine. I only go there for true love. And no, what else? What anybody else is saying? You know, it's not in my reality. It's not in my field. So we don't go there. And if you, as a divine feminine, resonate with this, you know, just give me thumbs up. You know, if you are in that space of unconditional love, Are you in this energy of raising the vibration and saying, I don't want to be judged. I open my hands just for the divine love and for the God and the Goddess and the spirits and the ancestors. I open my arms for them and receiving what they have to give me. You know, we're going through dark times. If they give me a hard time, I will receive the hard time because I know I will go through it with perseverance. I will go through it. I will accept it because that's what the lesson is, what I need to learn. And that's what makes the change in your heart space. That will give you the abundance. That will give you everything in life what you need to learn, because life is a lesson. Okay. How does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine? She is seeing him fighting, getting out of a trap. He is fighting for his strength. He is fighting, and the divine feminine is helping him in his strength by supporting him with love, by supporting him with communication. And she is freeing him from the burdens, freeing him from everything, and regenerate his strength. Everything that he needs to let go of, everything that he is releasing. He is strong, and it could be that you will see it, how strong he is. Because he's not giving in to the devil and the temptations anymore. Even if the temptations are coming in, he is strong to avoid it, because he knows where his heart is. And that's no denying. He's not denying his feelings in his heart anymore. He's not denying the love for the divine feminine anymore. And that's what the divine feminine sees, that he is strong, that he's doing the right thing. Okay, she will release him from all the burdens that he's carrying. And it could also mean that the abundance that she is sharing in her heart space will overflow to the divine masculine, because he's in her energy space. Or if he's not in your space and you're in separation, you sending the light and the love towards him, so he can feel that abundance and feel that love and feel nurtured and feel caressed. And that's what the divine feminine is doing at the moment. Let me know how many of you are in union, and let me also know how many of you who are in separation, and how many of you are, your divine masculine isn't with you but is in the fifth dimensional energy and you feel him. Okay, so let me know if it resonates for you, because I also see that the energy of the divine masculine in the fifth dimensional realm, is moving downwards. Is moving. He's releasing himself from the other energies that will move him to the 3D, 5D realm to come down and call in his divine feminine, you know. So a lot of you will feel this energy. A lot of you will see that energy. What supports the divine masculine? The lovers again, you know, the Six of Cups, but also the lovers. So you have the double lovers. He sees the double lovers in the divine feminine. She was his past lover. So it can also mean that someone from the past is returning to you, you know. But the lovers is supporting him. The love from the divine feminine, she has such a big heart for him, is supporting him. She's giving him the freedom to explore. She is giving him oh, that's beautiful. She's giving her heart to him. And because of that heart that she is giving him, he is cutting out. He's cutting out what no longer serves. It's the death. That is what he's cutting out because of the love that he receives. How does the divine feminine, masculine sees the divine feminine? That she is communicating, that there is a soft communication, that he also see that she can transfer her energy like the magician, like this. You know, she knows that in every sad day, in every horrible day, there is one spot of light that brights up the whole room, and she can focus on that small light within a dark day, and she can make it feel a happy day even within a dark day. And he sees this, and she's communicating this with him. She is communicating about their dreams, about their future, about their, and he's seeing this in the relationship, that it's very, very tight, that it's very close. He sees the relationship in a higher view, you know. The eagle is here, the eagle landed, you know. This is the eagle landed back on the nest, and they communicating from all sides of it. And I say probably Miriam, I want to thank you for, you know, your guidance and your healing. And we talked about this eagle. We saw this eagle, you know, together. We saw this eagle, and with this flight, the divine masculine sees that the divine feminine is flying higher and higher. Is easier to communicate with. Is easier to come closer to, you know. It's not the nagging and the questioning and everything like that. That's done business. She's seeing the things from a higher view, from a higher realm, and she is really supporting the divine feminine, and he is seeing that. He's seeing that in the relationship. You know, there's no harsh communication. There's just communication in love. What supports the divine feminine? Wow. Somebody wants to sneak back in. Somebody wants to sneak back in to their house, into the relationship, into everything. Be aware of your belongings. Be aware of the things. It could be a karmic that will come back and try to sneak back into the divine masculine's life. And because the communication is open, this will support the divine feminine. The sneaking back in, try to sneak back into the divine masculine's life, it could also mean that you need to lock your doors for people that want to come back, to come into your house. People are jealous or wants to have the things that you want to have with the Ixer crow, you know. So somebody wants to come back in, and that's perfectly fine, because the divine feminine knows about this. The divine feminine is aware of this, because she sees it in the divine masculine's behavior, and they talking about it. So it only supports the divine feminine when this is going on, you know. This is going on. It's about, it's coming back. It's coming back. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. You know, they stole a lot of things from the divine masculine or the divine feminine. They stole a lot. But they want to come back for a little bit more. A little bit more attention. A little bit more of this. A little bit more of that. And it's all out in the open. How does she see the divine masculine in the relationship? That he is her world. He is the world. He is the masculine from her heart. He was and always will be. He was and always will be. And that won't change. So the divine feminine sees the world with her divine masculine. And he knows and feels the support of the divine feminine, because she was his world. She was the other part of his heart. The other part of his heart. There is a difference between a mind and a heart. I always say the mind won't get you anywhere, will get you distracted, will get you to another path. The heart is the passion, is where you live, is where your deepest love is buried, and it will always return. The love will always return. The love from a mother to a child. Your first love. You always remember your first love. And you always make a choice with every relationship you make, even with your first love. If you go back to the first love, you know, was it a mind-made decision or was it a heart-made decision? And if you made a decision with your mind because, you know, it was normal to get into a relationship, you know, then you're doomed. Then you get all kinds of weird energies your way. If you make a decision from your heart, that heart space, that bond will always exist. And even if you're like a few of you guys, I know that you were hand-fasted with your divine masculine. So the spirit world is also, you know, guiding you, and you see it here with the ribbon. It's highly and dividedly guided. So like the cards last week, you know, it's destined. And the ego is just responding on it. The ego is just you know, acting on it. And that's just the ego. So don't, and we all know now that the time of emotions are playing up. And the ego wants gratification, and and therein there is this, you know, you can't blame anyone to love someone, because that's open. That's you can't blame someone that they love someone. You know, even if your divine masculine is in a relationship, or is in a triangle relationship, or you know, is married, you know, I always say, if he's married or if he's in a relationship, get the heck out, because you're always the one who gets hurt. And most of the time it's that, because he needs to make a choice on his own, and he doesn't need to be forced into a choice. So when you release that, and when you leave that open, you know, out there, and you know that there is a third party, or whatever, understand that you can't do anything about that person loves that other person loves your divine masculine, or loves you as a divine feminine. You know, it could be that there is a divine masculine that has to choose between two women, or a divine feminine that needs to choose between two men. But you can't force one of the other to control the divine feminine to into a relationship. You know, and I see it all around me, that, you know, they try to push and convince someone that they are the best person for them. And you don't know. You fucking don't know. There's so many beautiful people out there. And if you hold on to the past, hold on to answers, um, hold on to everything that is controlled. You know, we think we're all in control here on this earth. You freaking forget it. There's no control. We don't own land. We don't own houses. You know, it's just from a different perspective. There is no money. You know, it's just paper. There is no value to it. And if you're holding on to that, you know, you are living in lack. Sorry, then you're living in lack. The true abundance is the abundance of giving, the abundance of receiving. If you're going into service, if you're going into your priestess path, you know, then you know, when you walk the path, you will learn your lessons, and you know how to give from unconditional space, from an unconditional heart, for people understanding and seeing behind them what's playing out. Sometimes the people that get played out, or that you know, do stuff like this, trying to break into your house or break into your relationship, they don't even know that they are guided by demons, that they are guided by reptilians, that there are there is an energy behind it that forced them to do it. And they don't know, because they didn't go through their shadow. If you go through your shadow side, then you elevate and you see it. Most of the people still responding from their hurt. And yeah, I tell to my brothers and my sisters also, you know, we can't control anything. And it's not up to us to say it's good or bad. It's not good, it's not bad. It's there and it's just to be accepted. That's it. I always talk about to my clients radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is the best way to deal with stuff. Accept what's coming your way. Accept it. Don't fight it. It's there. It's all okay. So, if your divine masculine is in a space of letting go, feeling hurt, all these things, it's all okay. It's all okay. Just see that tiny, tiny bit of light in a dark space. That bit of light, that diamond light, can lit up a whole dark space. And when you see that and you believe that, then that light will grow and grow and grow and grow. And you're out of the dark space. And you're coming into the light. And then you start to receive the abundance. And your heart is opening and filled with joy. Know also that the right people are always coming your way, are always coming on your path to guide you. You know, there is no know also when your divine masculine is still married, that he still loves his wife and his children, that there is no doubt about it. You know, that he has a wife and a children that he loved very dearly in the past, that they had very good times, and that maybe through a bad time in his life he made a decision and he felt the energy of attention from a new feminine or you in your life, you know. It doesn't mean that the love stops. Maybe for a while because it's on the background. But it always will be there. It will always be there. So accept it, don't fight it. Acceptance. I've been there. I'm honest with that. I've been there. I've done it. I fought it. I let it go. And it returns. And why it does and why it returns? Because the first moment you saw each other, it was love in the heart space, and it was not a mind control decision. And you know that you knew each other for many, many lives. You know it. So when you are in another relationship, let go of the past. Let go of everything. And keep the heart and keep the love in your heart. Always keep the love in your heart. We don't say, you know, that they have to erase the heart space, because that's not possible. Okay. Well, that was this card. The love will always be there. What at the moment is that the divine masculine is walking away from any kind of love that gives him pressure. He knows that there is love here, and there is this love within him, and he is satisfied at the moment where he is at. There's just one pentacle missing, one cup missing. It's the 9 of Cups, and the cup is already being offered to him. The cup is offered. This is the last cup that is connecting them and bringing them together. He took the offer. He took the cup. And he also knows that he needs to fill his own cup. And what is he going to do about it? He starts all over again. New beginning. New beginnings. He starts all over again. And it could be that he starts to blossom again in springtime. New leaves, getting stronger, getting more in his power, being happy, creating new things for himself, taking action. Taking action on what I see, on the words, taking action on what the divine feminine and the divine masculine are talking about. It's taking action. It's a long journey. It's a long journey, guys, but it's really worthwhile. It's a freaking long journey. What is the lesson of the divine feminine? Not to barge in. And she knows this. When she sees that the divine masculine is in a space of thinking, of withdrawing, she is leaving the old behavior. She is not barging in anymore. She learned her lesson. She learned her lesson. That she let him go through the emotions, going through the space, and addressing it later. Addressing it later. You know? It's done. Because she knows everything. So she don't have to fight. And what she's going to do about it, she's just standing there holding on and enjoy the view. Enjoy the scenery, how everything will play out. And she already knows the outcome. So she just looked forward, holding on to the divine masculine, never letting him go, looking forward to the future, waiting when he would return, waiting when the borders are open, waiting for opening up. And he is opening up. So what combines them both? It's the love. New beginnings in love, the love start already. But also taking care of themselves. Taking care of the love, taking care that your cup is filled so they can give and take and receive equally. Without someone else coming in and want to take all the energy again that is built up. Because they can't make it on their own. So know this, guys. Know that this energy will support you. It will give you a support system. So know this. Don't be afraid about it, you know? Don't be afraid about it. So they're filling up their cups, both of them. They're enjoying the freedom. It's a non-attachment energy. It's not a, how do you say it? Attachment. What will bring them together? They offer their love to each other. They did the offering. Divine Masculine offered his cup to his Divine Feminine. Twice, I hear. The Divine Feminine offered her cup to the Divine Masculine. It's just a matter of time. I hear the little stubborn boy is back. The little stubborn boy is back. So know this, guys, that your little stubborn boy is back. But also your inner stubborn girl is back. And that keeps everything. And I also see that they talk about it, you know, about their inner child wounds, how her inner girl is feeling, how his inner boy is feeling, and they synchronize with the energies, that they're healing their inner child, both of them. And sometimes it needs a bit of separation and then coming back together again. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes 20 years. You know, but times change. People grow. Let's see what's in the Lover's cards. The Lover Oracle deck. Whoops. There's a lot of cards that dropped out. We'll keep it the other way. Yeah. Okay. Why? Oh, wow. Thank you. I get through. For the Divine Masculine, no woman, no cry. And for the Divine Feminine, I hear Notorious from Duran Duran. It was a message. There's a message in for you. from your divine masculine. And for the divine masculine, the divine feminine has No Woman, No Cry from Bob Marley towards him. Okay. For the divine masculine, romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Divine masculine and the divine masculine had 2 times, 3 times, you know, the Lover's card. And romance is kicking in. He needs the romance in his life. He is going to give romance to his divine feminine. So no, it could be that he is thinking about, the future with you and taking you somewhere that you want to go. Maybe a weekend trip or, something to be by yourselves. It can also mean that when the lockdown is over, he will take you on a trip, or he will take you on a short trip, or he want to show you your, I hear legacy, and it has to do with a country, or it has to do with, the ancestors. He wants to take you there. Okay. Divine feminine, balance is needed for the divine feminine. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is the one that both supports and challenges. So the divine feminine challenge everything within herself. It's going within. Is going to feel. No questions asked. She's diving in within, because it's the answers that she has is only within her. Only within the divine feminine you find your divine masculine, and you can ask all your questions to your inner masculine, and he will give you the answer. So go within, get the balance between the masculine and the feminine. I started with this and I'm ending with this. Anger, frustration, powerlessness, that's no balance. That's all frustration. It's out of balance. Your divine masculine is out of balance with your divine feminine. Okay. Wow, again, sexual union, honor the place in each other, where you are one eternal soul. For there, you always will feel true bliss, because the union is not just about sexual, but you can have sexuality with your divine masculine and feminine at once. You can have it both at once. So you create the sexual union between yourself and your divine feminine and your divine masculine within, but you also create the sexual union without. Honor the place in each other, where you are one eternal soul. For there you will find the true bliss. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's see what the starseed cards have to tell you. Some people are on a higher vibration than other people. A higher understanding of love. Most are just thinking about the 3D relationship. And that there's nothing sacred about it. It's sacred in another way. It's a logical way of thinking, not a spiritual way of thinking. So let me know, guys, who is in sexual union with your partner. Who needs to have balance. If you're out of balance, I can help you with it to release all the blocks that you need to come together with your divine masculine. This is exactly the same card as last week. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Okay. For the divine masculine. Star family, you are a part of my team of souls. I call in all the supports. He is calling in all his teammates, all his team support members of his soul to come back. Because it's a part of his star family. He is calling in his divine feminine to come back to him because he knows she belongs to his star family. That's why he is going to do the effort to come closer, to be near her, because his soul feels it. Doesn't matter where they are, if they're separated from countries, if they're separated from language, I hear, if they're separated, he is calling her in. He is calling her in to work with her. He is calling her in to accompany her. He is calling her in to work with her and communicate with her. He is calling in every aspect of her soul to come back to his remembrance of his soul parts. So that's what the divine masculine is going to do. He knows that she is his soul family. The divine feminine. You are an empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, and not absorbing what's not yours. So you're a very high empath. You're in a starseed relation and you're going through many, many portals. Everything is being mirrored within you. And your sovereignty, your energetic sovereignty is there. You absorbing what is not yours. You know, if there are energy around you that are connected to your divine masculine, you will feel it and you will see the energies that is trying to wrap around him. So you know right away that there is contact. You know right away that there is something going on. You see the energies, you know. It's like coming in, trying to get out. And it's stealing energy. It's stealing energy of your divine masculine. So know this. And it could be that your divine masculine is interacting with multiple women at this point. And you also will feel this. You also will feel this in his energy field. You will see through it, you know. And that's because you see it, um, you can learn from it, and you can defend yourself in it, and you can let it play out. Pleiades, play it out, guys. It's stay in your Palladian energy. Stay in your high vibration. The messenger. Serious energy. Bring back balance and harmony. Okay, for your Syrian Blu-rays out there, bring back the balance within you and go to the light and shine your light and make it a happy day. No matter what, no matter the circumstances are so dark, are so unhappy, are so out of balance. Make sure you are in balance. The serious energy is bringing your love, harmony, and balance. Okay? You're guided, you're supported by the highest realm. And I hear forgiveness. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Because if you can forgive someone what they have done, and they do it all over and over again, and that's like this card, you've been there, you've seen it, it's all being done again, but it won't hurt that much because you're in a higher frequency. It won't hurt that much because you learned your lesson, and you can shift and you can move and you can transform like this. So if you give your divine masculine the trust, that's it. Give your divine masculine the trust that he's loved, that he's nurtured, that everything is possible. Even, let's even in the future, you give him all the energies and he makes a different choice. It's easier to deal with because you can transform everything. So don't hold on to it. Let it go. Let the fear go of losing. Nothing is lost. In lost is everything is found. Because out of loss you find yourself and you see who you are. You see who you are in your shadow side. You see who you are in your loving side. And I want to close off with that. So thank you all for watching my YouTube videos. Thank you. I want to thank YouTube for, sending still my videos out there. A lot of members of YouTube are already registered. Know that I'm giving with the 3,000 members, subscribers, I will give a free reading of 1 hour. So if you registrate yourself and you give a remark or a comment, you can receive a free reading from me. And I don't know how long it takes to enter the 3,000, members. But know that when I'm doing this, I'm giving you a free twin flame reading for 1 hour. And you receive the guidance, you receive the knowledge, you receive removal of your blocks, what you can do, what you can't do, what is easier for you to come as soon as possible in union with your twin flame. So if you are interested, hit the subscribe button. Watch my former videos, my former YouTube videos, because when you go back to the former YouTube videos, you will see that a lot of is resonating with the planets, a lot of is resonating with nature, and that I connect with the higher self of the divine masculine in the collective field. So it's not just one divine masculine, it's not a personal reading. If it resonates with you, then it's probably for you. You need something to learn about it or to hear about it. If it's from from a cross watcher, that you're watching for your divine masculine, know that everything what is said here is related to the community, related to the energies of the people who are watching my videos, because when they respond on my videos, their energy is coming into my readings, and that's why they receive the readings. Even if you give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, your energy is being taken and it's being written. I will read your energy in it. So I hope you all have a great week. We're going to a better week this time. The light is pouring in, the light is shining on all the darkness, and keeping your vibe up. Let me know where you are in your journey, and I'm so grateful for all your response and grateful for watching my videos. I thank you so much, and I wish you a good night. Bye bye.